What's up, YouTube? This is MouthWiz97 and welcome to the Judgement Day pay-per-view for my SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 General Manager mode. We're here in Tucson, Arizona. I'm pretty sure that should say Tuscan, not Tucson. Anyway, we're here in Arizona for the Judgement Day pay-per-view. It's episode 10 of the series. And let's take a look at the match card for the May 26th pay-per-view. As you can see, a Cruiserweight Championship ladder match, triple threat between Daivari, Ric Flair, and the current champion, Rob Van Dam. The United States Championship is on the line in a special referee match. Christian will be the referee as Edge defends against Chris Benoit. Batista takes on Randy Orton in their grudge match. Tag team titles are up for grabs, as it is Kane and the Big Show teaming up against the champs, Los Guerreros. Of course, we had one throwaway match there, which was, of course, the obligatory handicap jobber match to put our superstars over, try to raise popularity. And then we have the World Heavyweight Championship main event, an Ironman match between Triple H and Kurt Angle. Now, I'm really looking forward to that one. There's been a lot leading up to that. But here we go. Cruiserweight Championship is on the line to kick off the pay-per-view. And it's in a ladder match, which I feel is the best environment for these cruiserweights to kind of showcase their skills. At least, I would think a normal match is, I guess to be honest, is probably the best case for like any superstar to showcase their match. But if there were ever a stipulation that could be applied to any sort of cruiserweight matchup, I feel like the ladder match would be the one that would suit them the best. Although Ric Flair, he is a cruiserweight, but he's not your typical high-flying superstar, the speedy kind of athletic guy who runs around the ring. You know, Ric Flair, he's a veteran, more of a technician, so he may not fare so well in this ladder match, but we'll have to see how that goes. Then we've got Khosrow Daivari here, who has been in a rivalry, kind of, with Ric Flair for the past number of weeks, so we kind of just threw him in there to add a bit of a boosted rating to this one, since Flair and Daivari have kind of had their quote-unquote rivalry, which is really just a convenient way to have Daivari job out to people so that we can build up popularity and at the same time have not sucky ratings for it. But then, as we can see here, right off the bat, Van Dam grabbing a ladder. He and Daivari are up on top of the ladder here, trading blows back and forth, just striking each other in the face. And, you know, this is how we settle things in the ring. They settle things with their fists. And look at Daivari. Oh my goodness, a hip toss off the ladder by Daivari. But Ric Flair chops out the leg of Daivari. And now he's going to go to work on his rival. Meantime, though, Van Dam, he's back up the ladder. Perhaps looking to try to grab the title. No, wait a minute. Van Dam throwing caution to the wind and nailing that corkscrew moonsault off the ladder. Didn't connect flush, but he did catch part of both Flair and Daivari. And I guess that's the kind of length you got to be willing to go to defend your title in this kind of environment. But at the same time, Van Dam, he can't be pulling stunts like that too often, as now Flair gets hip tossed off the ladder. But if Van Dam pulls off those kind of stunts and he crashes and burns, well, it's going to be increasingly more difficult for him to climb up the ladder and grab the briefcase. As, oh, Daivari with a nice right hand knocks Van Dam off the ladder. Daivari goes for an elbow drop and he takes out Flair and Van Dam. And now Daivari and Van Dam back on top of the ladder once again. Van Dam striking away at Daivari. Of course, Van Dam, the champion heading into this one, so he's going to do whatever it takes to retain the titles. Look at Flair! Ric Flair knocks the ladder over, sending Van Dam spilling out to the floor. Daivari landing hard inside the ring. And now Ric Flair, he's climbing up the ladder, looking to try to grab the title. But instead, Flair goes high risk, and he delivers an elbow drop to Daivari. And actually, at this point in the match, I was quickly realizing that I did not know how to grab the title. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out how to grab the title in this game, because prior to 2007, you didn't use the analog stick to grab the title. I don't even remember what button I had to hit to grab the title, but it wasn't the same as it is in any game prior to that. So it's a bit of a learning experience here for future ladder matches. And in case you're wondering, you know, why is Kurt Angle and Triple H, why is that an Iron Man match? Why didn't you go with something like a Last Man Standing or Hell in a Cell? You know, something, one of the higher stipulations is, oh my god, Ric Flair gets hip tossed out to the floor, over the top rope, he might be dead. And now it's Daivari and Van Dam back on top of the ladder. But as I was saying, with those kind of severe stipulations, I want to try to save those for later in the series so we can have a sense of build-up as the series progresses. But then also, I want to save those for the more severe rivalries, like ones that really, where you get up to like the 10, 12 week, well, maybe not that necessarily long, but the more hardcore rivalries. I just don't really see the current rivalry between Triple H and Kurt Angle as being, I don't think they've gotten to that stage quite yet. Flair once again knocks the ladder down, and Daivari and Van Dam second crashing to the floor, or crashing to the mat, I should say. And now Ric Flair, he's going on top of the ladder. Look at this. Ric Flair, he's grabbing the title. Can he bring it down? Could we see a new Cruiserweight champion right here? Yes, we do. Ric Flair, he is your new Cruiserweight champion of the world. And I do apologize if there was any sort of like audio delay. I know it's there, so if you didn't recognize it, well then I just pointed it out. But if you did, I do apologize. I had a bit of recording issues with this first match. Quite frankly, I'm having a bit of issues recording PS2 gameplay as a whole, just because it doesn't follow the same sort of you know, recording process that I normally do with my PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 recordings. Either that or I just don't have the patience to wait until it actually works. As you can see right here, we have a bit of a freeze frame, but it should be okay for the rest of the video. It was just this one part, so I kind of stopped the recording and started a new one. So I do apologize for that, but regardless, Ric Flair has captured the Cruiserweight Championship. So that's a big victory for Flair as we move on to the next matchup of the evening. This one, of course, is for the United States Championship. This is between Chris Benoit and the champion Edge. Now, Benoit, he has lost match after match to Edge, and he had one more opportunity last week on SmackDown, where it was basically if Benoit wins the match, he can pick the stipulation, but if, I believe it was Christian he was facing, if Christian won, well then Christian would be the special referee, and that's exactly what happened. So I really don't like Benoit's chances here. I mean, he hasn't beaten Edge in the past, and now Benoit, the odds are stacked against him as Christian, Edge's best friend, is the special referee. So whether or not Christian, I mean, if Christian's impartial, well then there's still some doubt towards whether or not Benoit can defeat Edge, considering he hasn't done it in the past. But if Christian, of course, does side with Edge, say Benoit starts to get the advantage, and maybe Edge taps out, well then Christian, he can just kind of turn his back and pretend nothing happened. I mean, that's what happens when you have a corrupt special referee. They can do whatever they want, and there's really nothing that anyone can do about it. But let's get into the matchup. As Edge, nice counter, drop kick to the face, down goes Benoit, crashing to the mat. But Benoit, oh, a bit of a low blow there to Edge. I'm surprised Christian didn't call that one. But then again, no low blows have been called since the start of this series, as this is the Ruthless Aggression era, so perhaps low blows are now apparently legal. But Benoit off that powerbomb into the turnbuckle. Counter though by Edge, not allowing Benoit to mount any further assault. And now a back suplex right there by Edge. And now Benoit, another low blow. Christian again not calling it. Let's look at this. Edge, maybe going for an electric chair. Oh no! Instead he plants Benoit face first into the mat there. I thought he was going for an electric chair. Instead turned it into more of a face buster. And now Benoit tosses Edge out over the top rope, flying to the floor. But Benoit, of course, cannot win the title by count out, and he knows this. But he's probably just trying to play a little bit of mind games with Edge here, try to get inside his head. You can see Benoit really trying to fire up the crowd as well. Edge, though, he's taking his time, as, you know, Christian being in his corner may possibly extend the count a bit longer, as it seems as though that's... Well, no, he seems to be pretty impartial at the moment. But Edge, you know, at this stage, he just wants to maybe perhaps play a little bit of mind games with Chris Benoit and take the time to recover and try to shut down Benoit's momentum that it appeared as though he was mounting. And now Edge, look at this. Crossface out onto the floor. Perhaps just mocking Benoit there, using his own finisher against him. But meanwhile, look at Christian. Christian, a very slow count here, as he's letting these two men battle it out on the outside. Perhaps he's just being the impartial referee. He doesn't want to see Benoit, well, he doesn't want to see this title match end by a count-out. I shouldn't really say impartial, but perhaps just thinking of the fans here at this point. Doesn't want the title match to end by a count-out. But we're back in the ring now, so that is all moot. Look at this, Edge, kick to the gut, execution DDT to Chris Benoit, and that could put him away. The Rabid Wolverine is in trouble. Christian with the count. That's 2. No, but Benoit kicks out at the last second. Oof. It was a close call there for Chris Benoit. It was a pretty fair count there by Christian. Now you can see Edge, he's a bit frustrated. But now that's going to give Benoit the opportunity to capitalize with a nice backbreaker right there. But Christian, so far, that was a fair count. He doesn't appear to be leaning in Edge's favor as of yet. But perhaps Christian just thinks that Edge, you know, Edge at the moment, he's got control after that spear in the corner. Perhaps Christian just knows that Benoit can't beat Edge, so he doesn't feel the need to give Edge the extra assistance here. But now look at this. Look at Christian just pandering to the fans. Christian just... This match isn't about you, Christian. You're just the referee. But Christian, he's making this all about himself, just taunting out to the fans, to his peeps. And that's just pure arrogance here by Christian. He's just completely not even doing his job. He's just busy boosting his own ego. As Edge and Benoit continue to battle it out here. Look at this. German. Nope. Counter by Edge. He was able to land on his feet off that German suplex. And here's Edge again. Execution. The Impaler DDT. And that could put Benoit away. Cover by Edge. 2 count. And that is it, folks. Chris Benoit, yet again, loses to the Rated R superstar Edge, who retains his United States Championship here tonight. And fun fact, Edge is undefeated in this series so far. He has not lost a single match. I believe he is now 9-0, if I recall correctly. I believe he's now 9 wins, no losses to this point in the series. And, of course, the confetti rains down as Edge retains his United States Championship because, I mean, forget budget. Let's just throw confetti after every title match. That seems fair. Unless there's an animation otherwise, like with Flair earlier. He didn't get confetti. And I'm pretty sure the tag team champs don't get confetti if they retain or lose the titles. Or, I should say retain or win the titles. So I guess it's just the singles title victories that get confetti. Oh well. So now let's move on to the next match of the evening, as it is the Animal Batista going one-on-one with his arch nemesis, former tag team partner, Randy Orton. And as we all know, this rivalry began when Orton stabbed Batista in the back in episode 7 in that World Heavyweight Championship Battle Royale, which was, of course, won by Triple H, so Triple H went on to retain the title. Perhaps Triple H gave Orton a bit of a bribe, just kind of had Orton in his back pocket just as a last resort. Because, I mean, at the time, Batista was looking very impressive. He looked like he could have been the favorite to win, but then just like that, Orton hung him up to dry, and then Triple H connected with the pedigree, and just like that, momentum was changed 180 degrees, and Batista was eliminated. Now we see these two staring down. These two hate each other. And oh, Batista strikes first. They were staring each other down, but Batista, he would have none of that. He was not even going to wait to get this matchup underway. And Orton, look at this. Very smart move by Orton. Taking the time just to get away from Batista. Gotta think Batista. Oh, now look at Orton. Pure arrogance here by Orton. And you got to think Batista, he's going to be pretty hot-headed at the moment. He's got a lot to prove against Randy Orton here tonight. And now, wait, Orton back in the ring, looking for a cheap shot, but Batista counters. And he's going to have none of that. But Orton, he wants to make this, he wants to control the pace of the matchup. And when you have an opponent who would be frustrated and just controlled by emotion like Batista at this point, well, then Orton, stepping out of the ring like he did earlier, that's a great strategy. Get inside your opponent's head, and if you keep doing that, you control the matchup. You control the pacing, you control your opponent's mindset, and that's how Randy Orton is looking to try to get the victory here tonight. Just outthink his opponent. But Batista, oh, a full Nelson slam right there. Batista, he's just going on the basis of pure rage, pure power. Batista, he just wants to make this an all-out fight. He will go to any lengths to decimate Randy Orton here tonight. But that could perhaps play in Orton's favor. Batista, we saw a few weeks ago, episode 8, Batista got himself disqualified. You know, he was going to try, I mean, he just wanted to punish Orton on that night, and in the end, he got himself disqualified by the referee. So, Orton walked out with a victory on that night. Could we perhaps see a bit of deja vu here tonight? Batista is going to have to try to control himself. But he's also got to make sure that he puts Orton away for good. What a clothesline right there by Batista. May just taken Orton's head off. And Orton ducks out of the ring. And just like in the Battle Royal, hangs Batista out to dry. And now Orton's got a ring bell. This is no disqualification. As this is, like I said, no disqualification here tonight. Oh, a ring bell shot to the face of Batista. And, well, now Orton attacking the referee as well. Referee's got to learn to get out of the way, I'm telling you. But Batista catches the punch attempt by Orton. And now Batista going to work on the arm of Randy Orton, just wrenching it behind his back there. And now look at Batista. Oh, slamming Orton's face into the mat right there. But Orton back to his feet, hits a low blow, and now RKO! RKO to Batista. And Orton just taking a little time to show. Wait a minute, Batista back to his feet. Are you kidding me? Just like that, Batista, he gets hit with an RKO, and he's back to his feet almost immediately. Orton can't believe it. Delivers a nice gutbuster right there with a bit of cinematic replay for good measure. Batista now delivers a low blow, and he's back to his feet. And the rage of Batista appears to be overpowering Orton at the moment. Look at this. Pile driver to Randy Orton. Batista delivers the pile driver. And Orton, he's in a lot of trouble right now, folks. As Batista drops a second elbow right here, just wearing down Randy Orton with those 3 elbow drops. And now we fast forward a little bit ahead in the matchup. Atomic drop by Randy Orton. And Orton once again going back to the leg of Batista that he targeted earlier. Oh, just wrenching it out of place right there. The leg is not supposed to bend that way, folks. And once again, Orton hangs up Batista here. And that could give Orton the opening right here. Oh, a reverse suplex right there to Batista. And now Orton's got a submission hold applied. Wrenching Batista's arm out of place here. And there is a rope break, but it's no disqualification. So it doesn't matter. Orton continuing to apply the submission hold. But you can see Orton, he's definitely losing stamina here. He's really out of breath at the moment. He's spent. There's now Batista. Oh, counter by Orton. He was able to duck the attempted punch, but he couldn't duck the clothesline. As now Batista, he's got the advantage. Look at this. Oh, look at that height. Oh, into the backbreaker on Orton right there. A nice backbreaker by Batista as he picks Orton up for a scoop slam. As now it's Batista who has the advantage, but countered by Orton. And now Batista is able to avoid Orton's attempted assault. And now Batista with a backbreaker. And now a second backbreaker to Orton. And a third one. Batista hits the trifecta as Orton's in a lot of trouble, folks. He's taking a lot of punishment right now. And Batista could be going in for the kill here as he's got Orton up. Look at this. Power slam Down goes the Viper. And Orton, well, Batista, yet another backbreaker. Orton's not looking good here. Covered by Batista. 1, 2, 3. That is it, folks. Batista with the continued onslaught, the attack on the ribs. It just eventually broke Orton down. And Batista defeats his rival here tonight. Exacts his revenge on the Apex Predator. And Batista gets another victory, which could perhaps line himself up for a future World Heavyweight Championship title match with Triple H. Now that Batista has defeated his rival in singles competition, we'll see where that goes, what the future holds for Batista and Randy Orton. But now we're going to move on to the Tag Team Championship match between Kane and the Big Show, the challengers, taking on Eddie and Chavo Guerrero, the champions. And this match almost just sort of developed at the last minute. I mean, we had a couple weeks ago in episode 7, Big Show and Kane were a part of the Battle Royal for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then the next week, Big Show had a match with Eddie Guerrero. He got the win. The next week, Big Show had a match with Chavo, and he won yet again, and that just seemingly earned Kane and Big Show this opportunity to face the tag team champions, who have been looking pretty good as of late. I mean, other than their matches with Kane and Big Show, they have been getting a handful of victories. They've been defeating their opponents with ease, but then they just kind of ran into this giant wall that is Kane and Big Show. And I don't know, I was still trying to think, could we perhaps think of some sort of tag team name for Kane and the Big Show? Not really too sure. We might just call them Kane and Big Show. I mean, that works. But, I mean, in the past, Kane and Big Show have been tag team champions. Back at, I believe it was WrestleMania 21, they faced Carlito and Chris Masters for the tag team titles. So Kane and Big Show, they've had history as a tag team, and they've had success as a tag team. But GM mode, we'll see if they can have the same amount of success here on SmackDown. As Kane and Chavo are going to start this thing off. Chavo, look at this, abdominal stretch applied on Kane here. And I do want to mention that I apologize for the slight delay in the production of this pay-per-view, but as you all know, or as you should know if you're new to the channel, Universe Mode is my priority. And wait, what the heck? Whoa, Big Show. Hold your horses now, Big Show. You shouldn't be hitting moves like that at your age. Not at your age, just at your size. How can Big Show do that senton? I don't know. Somehow Big Show attempted a senton. Luckily for Chavo, he avoided it. Otherwise, he might have had his ribs broken. But back to my topic, I was discussing. Universe Mode is my priority, and with Extreme Rules coming about, I was putting in a lot of work towards getting there. So Judgment Day kind of got put on the back burner for a little bit. I just didn't have the time to complete the commentary for this pay-per-view. So I do apologize, but once we get past Judgment Day, GM Mode should be back in steady production. Of course, with GM Mode, the videos are a bit shorter, or at least they're about average length of a Universe episode. Well, not average length, but you know, 15-20 minutes or so. This pay-per-view, though, just being an hour, almost an hour, it's like 52 minutes. But still, just the production of a longer video like this, especially at the same time when I'm doing Slammy Awards, Dodo Draft, Extreme Rules, preparations, all that, just didn't really work out. It was kind of bad timing, so it got pushed back a little bit. So I do apologize for that. But like I said, once I get past Judgment Day, videos should be back to their normal-ish schedule. We'll see what the summer holds for my YouTube channel, as it is approaching the end of the school year, which means summer, which hopefully, I don't know what that'll mean for commentaries, but I can definitely work on videos a little bit more. Looking to pick up more hours at work as well, so we'll see. I don't know, I'm kind of looking forward to the summer, as always. Get to hang out with friends, all that good stuff. And then, of course, after summer ends, that means we're getting closer and closer to the release of WWE 2K16. Curious to see what new additions they're going to throw into that game and what perhaps could be taken out. I don't know. I mean, 2K, it was kind of their first year to really do anything with a game. In 2K15, they set a nice, groundwork, foundation for a future game. But, obviously there was a bit more that needed to be desired, a bit more to be desired, as I forgot how to say that phrase apparently. But of course, it's the first game, so you can't expect a whole lot, and that's perhaps why 2K15 didn't. It was seemingly, by the main fan base, wasn't received that well, because you had high expectations heading into it. They built up the graphics, how good the graphics would be. But then, everything else just kind of fell short. Obviously, it's a new console, I understand that. There are limitations. So 2K16, hopefully they can build upon that. And at the very least, I think it'll be a better game than 2K15. But we'll see what all changes they make. Choke slam to hell by Kane. That could put Eddie Guerrero away. Kane goes in the cover, hooks the leg on Eddie. 2 count. And that is it, folks. We have new tag team champions as Kane and the Big Show defeat Los Guerreros here tonight. They have won the WWE Tag Team Championships. So that's a big victory for Kane and Big Show, as they are now the Tag Team Champions. So they have a whole new place, whole new role here on SmackDown. So we'll see what the future holds for them. And it is now time for the main event for the evening, as this one is a 20-minute Iron Man match between the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, the #1 contender, and the champion, the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, the Game, Triple H. Yes, this matchup has been in the works since the series began, as we had Kurt Angle in the very first, well, not the very first, the second episode, the first episode of SmackDown. Kurt Angle picking up a victory over Triple H. He did get he kind of got an opportunity. It wasn't a one-on-one match, but it was the Battle Royal back in episode 6. I believe I said episode 7 earlier, so that was my mistake. But in episode 6, the Battle Royal, where he was chokeslammed by the Big Show, and then Triple H just snuck in for the pinfall to eliminate Angle just for bragging rights. With Kurt Angle, he beat Triple H the next week in a submission match to kind of re-earn his #1 contender spot. But this time, he's got Triple H one-on-one for 20 minutes in this Iron Man match. So Kurt Angle, he finally gets his opportunity. He gets to take a crack at the Game, Triple H. And perhaps this time, Kurt Angle could be walking out with that World Heavyweight Championship that is currently around Triple H's waist. We could see a new World Champion here tonight at Judgement Day. But Triple H, he's not going to let that happen. Oh man, look at that face. That is the face of intensity. That's the face of the man they call the Cerebral Assassin. You can just see that killer instinct in his eyes. As you can see right now, we have a battle here, a lockup, but oh! Kurt Angle appears to have won that battle, and now look at this. Kurt Angle, he's just soaking it in, just insulting Triple H here. Oh, and Triple H, he's gonna have none of that. Fires back with a knee, running high knee to the face, and Triple H now just punching away at Kurt Angle's face. Perhaps just trying to bust Kurt Angle open early on here. And at the moment, Triple H, well, that lockup there just seems to have angered the Game, as he's just stomping away at Kurt Angle right there. And Triple H now delivers a clothesline, gaining the advantage early on. So Kurt Angle's arrogance doesn't seem to have impressed Triple H that much. In fact, it just seems to have spurred the Game on. He delivers yet another face buster right there, driving the face of Kurt Angle right into his knee. And another face buster again by Triple H, just a relentless attack by the Game. And now he delivers a short arm clothesline. Oh, Kurt Angle, I think you may have... This might not be the time to be pushing Triple H's buttons. As now Triple H ducks the move right there. And now jumps to the outside, trying to buy himself a little bit of time. Perhaps just trying to get under Kurt Angle's skin. But Kurt Angle catches a kick there by Triple H. As you can see over there in the bottom right corner, we've got the countdown. 18 minutes and 34 seconds remain in this 20-minute Iron Man match. So, of course, time is going to be a key factor in this one. Whoever has the most falls by the end of the matchup is the winner, in case you're unfamiliar with the Iron Man rules. As Kurt Angle now delivers a couple strikes to Triple H. And now look at this. Kurt Angle. Oh, backslide here. Yes, he's got him. He's got him rolled up here. 2 count. And, oh, Kurt Angle, he almost had Triple H rolled up there. That would have been a quick pinfall for Kurt Angle. Not a bad way to kick off this matchup. But wait a minute. Triple H kick to the gut. Look at this. Pedigree to Kurt Angle. Triple H not pulling any punches right away. Unleashing the pedigree. 1, 2, 3. Triple H gets the first fall after delivering that pedigree to Kurt Angle. And wow, that's gonna take Kurt Angle down a peg or two. As Triple H, he was able to block the onslaught attempt by Kurt Angle. As now Triple H just choking the life out of his opponent here. That pedigree is certainly going to slow Angle down here in the early stages. As Triple H now rakes the eye of Kurt Angle. Get a bit of a controller glitch up as well. Because, I mean, hey, it's not an episode of GM mode if the controller doesn't screw up. Am I right, guys? But Triple H now going after the knee of Kurt Angle, perhaps trying to, you know, a bit of turnabout's fair play. Kurt Angle, he likes to target the legs, set his opponents up for the ankle lock. And wait a minute, Triple H, another kick to the gut. He's going to go for the pedigree a second time. As Kurt Angle's in trouble. Oh, and he's busted open. Kurt Angle is bleeding like a scalded dog. 2 count. And there we go. That's now 2 falls in favor of Triple H. As Triple H, he is just taking the clear advantage in the early stages of this one. I guess there is no time for these opponents to recover. They just got to keep going for the 20 minutes. So you can see Triple H now with a sleeper hold applied. Kurt Angle, he could be fading here. As Triple H, wow, he's just right out of the gates. Triple H has gained the upper hand, and he's taking control in a dominant way. I mean, just look at Kurt Angle. Look at the blood just pouring down his face. Angle's face is a crimson mass, and Triple H continues to target the face, that busted open cut of Kurt Angle. Wait a minute, Angle trying to fire back here, perhaps. Let's look at this, Kurt Angle with a couple of strikes, but in the end, Triple H spine buster, double A spine buster by Triple H, and again, Kurt Angle is down on the mat, but he's back to his feet. He's able to counter. And now look at this. Oh, what a takedown there by Kurt Angle. But Angle, he's going to have to do a lot to get back in this thing. He does still have 15 minutes, so there's plenty of time for Kurt Angle to catch up. I mean, we saw how quickly Triple H managed to score the first 2 falls. So Kurt Angle, he's got more than enough time to catch up. But he can't just be a punching bag the entire match and expect to win. No matter how much time you have, if you're a punching bag for 5 minutes or for 20 minutes, it doesn't matter, because you have to get some sort of offense in throughout the matchup if you want to have any hopes of winning. I mean, Angle can't just expect Triple H to get himself counted out or disqualified to even up the number of falls. That's not how this works. As Kurt Angle delivers a back suplex, or a side suplex, I should say. Referee up to a 4 count now. As here's Kurt, oh, countered by Triple H, but Kurt Angle back on the attack. Look at this. He's got the leg all wrapped up with Triple H there, as he takes Triple H down to the floor, but Triple H fights Kurt Angle off. He doesn't want to get counted out here. Both men back in the ring in a count of 8, and Triple H, well, he went back outside the ring to try and disrupt Kurt Angle's momentum, but now Triple H is back in the ring, and Angle's back on the attack. Nice battle of strikes there. As here's Kurt Angle, sweeps out the leg there. Triple H takes him down to the mat once again. And Kurt Angle, he's going to want to keep this more of a pure wrestling match. Kurt Angle's going to want to try to keep this in the ring, whereas Triple H, you know, he's called the cerebral assassin. I mean, he would want this to be more of a fight. as opposed to a pure wrestling match, because he's not going to win a pure wrestling match against an opponent like Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, who delivers a beautiful German suplex there, dropping Triple H on the back of his head. And now Kurt Angle, wait a minute, roll up on Triple H, could have him here. Referee got to count the pin. Now Triple H kicks out at 1. And Triple H, he's going to want to try to keep this more on the outside. That's where I think it'll favor Triple H. And let's look at this, Kurt Angle. Oh, just flapjack right there. Triple H landing face first out on the floor. Kurt Angle, though, he's got to get. I think he's got to get a fall fairly quickly here. He can't afford to let too much time pass as he rolls up Triple H there. Obviously not looking for a pinfall, but he did set Triple H up in perfect position for that clothesline. Nearly took Triple H's head off on that one. As now Kurt Angle, look at this. Belly-to-belly suplex. Tossing Triple H out onto the floor. As this is now a 9 count. Angle perhaps looking to get a fall by count out, but Triple H at the... That was literally the absolute last second. Triple H probably had like a millisecond to spare, but he made it back in the ring just before the count of 10. And here we go, Triple H again. Looking to try to slow down the pace of this matchup. Angle could be fading here, as Triple H has a sleeper hold applied. And of course, Kurt Angle, just the blood pouring out of that cut there. It's definitely not going to help Kurt Angle in a submission hold like that. We've seen how... Oh, wait a minute. Now Triple H locking in a crossface here. Luckily enough for Kurt Angle, he was near the ropes. But Triple H, he's not letting go. He's just looking to inflict whatever damage he can without getting himself disqualified. And you got to think, even at this point for Triple H, I mean, if he's got this kind of an advantage, if you're, you know, if you're any person in this sort of circumstance, if you have, you know, you have a fall to spare, could you perhaps consider a disqualification, go out, grab a weapon, and you might give up a fall, but then you can completely derail your opponent's forward progress in the matchup. You could probably, you know, if you hit somebody with a steel chair, steel steps or something, you could probably pin them off of that. As Triple H again just choking out Kurt Angle. As Angle, he's definitely been slowed down by that busted open cut. As you can see, there would have been an opportunity to attack, but he couldn't capitalize because, you know, he's losing a lot of blood at this stage in the matchup. He's had that cut for quite a while now. I don't even think Kurt Angle knows where he is. Triple H setting him in position again for the slow motion pedigree. There it is. There it is. It's almost like, I don't know, that slow motion is just ridiculous. But Triple H, though, he can't even capitalize on that as he's taken a fair amount of damage now. He's losing energy. Look at this. Oh, German suplex again by Kurt Angle. But Kurt Angle's back to his feet this time. But as I was saying, you know, if you hit somebody in the head with a steel chair, you can probably get... I mean, I'd say there's a fair chance that you can get the fall off of that. And then not only that, but I mean, they suffer the damage from the steel chair assault, so that they're going to be slowed down. And I think it could just buy you some more time. So if you're someone like Triple H, and you've already got a fall, you've got a fall to spare, I don't know, that might be a strategy we could see Triple H employ later on in the later stages of the match. But I don't know. I'm not a wrestler, so perhaps that strategy is a terrible idea. But we'll just see whether or not one of these superstars decides to use that later on. Is look at this, Kurt Angle now with a sleeper hold on Triple H. Trying to wear out Triple H. Of course, Kurt Angle, with that wound on his forehead, he's going to need to inflict whatever damage he can on Triple H. Force Triple H to lose as much energy as possible. Kurt Angle now throws Triple H over there into the corner. Oh, what a clothesline there by Angle. But Triple H manages to stay on his feet. But Kurt Angle, that could perhaps aid him a bit more here. Look at this, going for a roll. No, he was looking for a roll-up instead, turning it into a submission hold here. Trying to wear down the leg of Triple H. Set up Triple H perhaps for the ankle lock. And now just kicking away there at Triple H's leg. And again, Kurt Angle just relentless here. He's got to go on the attack while he's got the advantage. He can't give Triple H any time to recover. And Triple H manages to fight him off there. Oh, and now sweeps out the leg of Kurt Angle there. As yet again, Kurt Angle is down on the mat. He's got to hurry up here because now we're down to about 9 minutes remaining. Kurt Angle, he's got to get a fall here sooner or later. And like I said, I mean, we could come down to the final 2 or 3 minutes and see falls exchanged back and forth repeatedly. I mean, that's just what happens in this kind of a matchup. Once the adrenaline gets going, you realize that, you know, it's the last resort. You have to make a last-ditch effort. We could just see these two superstars take each other out. Let's look at this. Triple H, he knows time is on his side. And so he just, you can see there, exploiting the referee's 10 count. But now Kurt Angle, he's had enough of that. He's going out on the outside, going on the attack. Let's look at this. Well, he rolled up Triple H there, just perhaps trying to throw him off guard. Look at this. Into a German suplex. Brilliant strategy there by Kurt Angle. But now Triple H with an elbow right to the gut. As Kurt Angle now going back on the attack, delivers a running shoulder block to the game. And Angle back in the ring now. Referee up to an 8 count. Triple H is going to have to break the count. He does. Now Kurt Angle, this gives him an opportunity to strike. He's got Triple H backed into a corner here. Positioning him up on the top rope. Could Kurt Angle be thinking superplex here? That's exactly what he's thinking. Kurt Angle with the superplex. That move took both men out. Triple H is even back to his feet before Kurt Angle. Just shows how much damage, how much recoil damage that can do to an opponent. I mean, even to the man who uses the move, he still is going to take a lot of damage from it. And now Kurt Angle thrown into the corner. And here's Triple H now. Now he's got Angle backed into a corner here. And Triple H just slowly wearing down Kurt Angle here with a couple kicks. And driving the knee right into the face. And here's Triple H now. Wait, counter by Angle. Oh, kick right to the gut of Triple H. And now delivers a clothesline for good measure. But we're down to about 7 minutes in this matchup. So Kurt Angle, he's got to be aware that time is on Triple H's. It's in Triple H's favor. But Kurt Angle now delivers an angle slam. Hooks the leg. Could have him here. 2 count. And yes, Kurt Angle gets his first fall of the matchup with 7 minutes to spare. And now a German suplex to Triple H. As now Kurt Angle, the momentum could finally be shifting in his favor. As now, look at this. Just trying to wear Triple H out here with a chokehold. But Kurt Angle, he's got to break before the referee's 5 count. Kurt Angle, he had to take whatever chance he could to inflict damage. And he was exploiting the referee's 10 count there, or 5 count. And now look at the German. No, Triple H landed off that German suplex. But Kurt Angle able to counter regardless. Looking for a side suplex, but again, Triple H lands on his feet. And Kurt Angle now, he's on the ropes. Triple H once again throws him into the corner. And Triple H now, you can see the damage done to the ribs. Triple H just ducking back out of the ring. Yet again, just kind of wearing down time. As Triple H, or you can see Kurt Angle now, he's gassed, he's spent. And kind of motioning towards his ribs as well. As we're down to under 6 minutes. Triple H, at this point, he doesn't even need to pin or make Kurt Angle tap out. He just needs to buy as much time as he can. And that appears to be his strategy at this point. Triple H now. Oh, look at that. What a move by Triple H. With a bit of a sleeper hold there to Kurt Angle. And now look at this. Drops the knee onto the leg. And look at this. Triple H now with a bit of a figure 4 locked in. Not quite the same as the Nature Boys. But, you know, Triple H kind of making it his own here. Using it to its full effectiveness. But Kurt Angle now distracting Triple H here. Giving him an opportunity to attack. As he sweeps out the leg of Triple H right there. But yet again, Kurt Angle, you can see, motioning to his head, that busted open cut. I mean, he's been losing blood throughout this matchup. It's been at least 10 minutes now since he's been busted open. Kurt Angle, he could just, you know, at any point from all the blood he's lost, he might just pass out. And if that happens, well, then Triple H, I mean, it's all over for Kurt Angle, so it's probably all he can do just to stay conscious in the later stages of this one. Triple H able to once again fight Kurt Angle off there, delivers a kick to the gut. Now a knee lift. But again, Kurt Angle able to counter. Look at this. German suplex again to Triple H. As Kurt Angle's firing up here. Triple H back to his feet, and he's able to avoid the attack by Kurt Angle. But Angle's still going on the assault German suplex. Oh, but he's not done. Another German suplex. And a third German suplex for good measure. As now it's Kurt Angle just taking Triple H to Suplex City here. Now look at this. Oh, he delivers 3 knees, 4 knees to the face of Triple H. And wait a minute, are we going to see it? Kurt Angle locking in the ankle lock here. Triple H trying to crawl to the ropes, but Kurt Angle pulling him away. Triple H, he's in a lot of trouble. This is a predicament he cannot afford to be in. But luckily, Triple H somehow managed to last through the submission hold. He just managed to slip out of it. Kurt Angle didn't quite have it locked into its full force. And Triple H, he's got to take this opportunity now. He was lucky enough to survive it once. But should Kurt Angle lock in the ankle lock again, I don't think Triple H is going to be so fortunate. 3.5 minutes to go now. Triple H sweeps out the leg and again ducks back out of the ring. And now looking perhaps for a weapon under the ring. He's got a steel chair. Well, it looks like he might use that strategy I mentioned earlier. Kurt Angle shuts him down, cuts him off at the pass. But Triple H now with a counter. And oh, steel chair to the face of Kurt Angle. That's a disqualification. But Triple H going for the pinfall here. 2 count. And Triple H gets the 3rd fall. So on the surface, that might appear pointless. Triple H giving up a fall just to gain one. We're back where we started. But now you can see Kurt Angle, he's nearly knocked unconscious by that steel chair shot. And like I said, Triple H, time is on his side. So he's got to use it to its full effect. Although Angle was able to make a surprisingly speedy recovery off that steel chair shot. Like I said, perhaps just running on adrenaline at this point. Elbow drop for the... No, that's what he was going for. Not often do we see Kurt Angle go off the top rope, but again, Triple H. Steel chair to the face of Kurt Angle. And Triple H perhaps going to go for yet another pin. No, instead just stomping away at the leg of Kurt Angle. And at the same time, Triple H, he doesn't have to... Triple H does not have to win this matchup. If it's a... I mean... As long as he doesn't lose, he retains the title. And Triple H another pedigree. But if Triple H can even just make this match a draw, he retains the title. So really, that disqualification really still puts Triple H, still gives Triple H the upper hand. Although at this point, Kurt Angle now has a better opportunity of coming back into this thing. A nice knife-edge chop to Triple H. But still, Angle can't capitalize, and now Triple H delivers a DDT. You can see Angle, I think he's unconscious right now. That may have just knocked him out for a couple seconds there. 1.5 minutes now to go. Kurt Angle's running out of time. Triple H delivers a knee lift yet again. Counter by Angle, and again a kick to the gut of Triple H. Kurt Angle, he's got 1 minute and 20 seconds. Nice amateur wrestling takedown there, but again, Angle can't capitalize. He's losing too much blood. And time is of huge importance at this stage of the matchup. Rolled by Kurt Angle. He's got the tights even. Anything to win. But Triple H kicks out at 2.5. Oof. Kurt Angle almost had him there. 1 minute to go now. It's Triple H. At this point, Triple H, he's got to do whatever it takes to distance himself from Kurt Angle, as that's exactly what he's doing. He throws Angle into the opposite corner, and then he ducks to the outside. 45 seconds now, Kurt Angle, he's got to get Triple H back in the ring, and he's got to hurry up. He's got to finish off Triple H. Nice clothesline there by Kurt Angle, a shoulder block to follow it up. But Angle, he's losing energy fast. He can't capitalize. 30 seconds now, and a single leg Boston Crab applied here. Oh, and look at this. Kurt Angle, not even a Boston Crab, just putting all the pressure on the leg, the ankle of Triple H. 18 seconds remain. Kurt Angle, you can see he nearly passed out there. He just kind of faded for a brief second. 10 seconds. Triple H. All he's got to do is just not get hit by anything huge. Triple H throws Angle out of the ring, and that's going to do it, folks. That's a draw. Triple H retains the World Heavyweight Championship in the Iron Man match. Oh, wow. What a match that was. And really, Triple H, from the outset, just that beginning assault, it just had, you could see the after effects of that attack, the busted open cut. In the end, Kurt Angle just didn't have enough left in the tank to get that 4th fall. And it looks like the overall pay-per-view came in at 3.5 stars. So that's a good pay-per-view. That's a successful announcement. As we can see, Bret Hart has publicly announced negotiations for contract things. So we're going to be looking to pick up Bret Hart. And as you can see, as you take a look all over WWE.com, it's all SmackDown, baby. So let's take a look at the overall rating. As we can see, 3-star opening matchup, 3.5 for the United States Championship, 3.5 star for the third matchup, 3-star fourth matchup, 2-star for match 5, and then a 5-star main event between Kurt Angle and Triple H. Clearly, the Iron Man match stole the show, and it looks like we're going to be stealing some ratings back from Raw this week. So let's take a look. Let's see what's our morale doing. We got Randy Orton. Looks like he wants a title shot. We'll see what we can do about that. Fatigue is a bit high, which is expected, so we're going to have to deal with that over the next week or two. Try to lower Kurt Angle and Triple H's fatigue. Then you can take a look at the popularity we got going here. So some superstars, a lot of superstars going down, but then, you know, a lot of our top superstars moving up in the terms of popularity. And we can take a look at our rivalries. A lot of them are still doing well, but it's going to be the end for some of them. I'm not sure what all rivalries are going to continue just yet, but we'll figure that out when we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So we can see Bret Hart is there, so it's obvious who we're going to release. Tajiri, I mean, he was a good jobber while he lasted, but I apologize for that. He was a good jobber while he lasted, but Tajiri, we got to get rid of him because they're a bigger and better fish to fry. As we've got Bret Hart, let's go ahead and sign that man for 6 months as we add another big name superstar to the roster. But that's going to be it for this episode of GM Mode. I apologize for the delay on the pay-per-view, but trust me, the next episode will be out shortly following the Judgment Day pay-per-view. It's going to be sometime before Extreme Rules. So that's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on YouTubing.